question that a lot of people are asking is that Liverpool were thought to have the best squad in the EPL this season, because last season they won the EPL, and this season they went into the market and spent close to 350 million, on talent alone. Players coming in on huge monies, on huge transfer fees and huge salaries. How can you move from beating Real Madrid by 1-0 in the Champions League to being humble, totally annihilated, you understand? By Manchester City in the EPL? The match between Manchester City and Liverpool was a big match. Everybody knew that was going to be a big match. But if somebody told me that Liverpool was going to lose by 3-0, I would have doubted, because the form that we know Liverpool is not in that good of a form, but they had beaten Real Madrid by 1-0. Yes, start creating a host of chances, playing very beautiful football. And on the day when they met Man City, they were totally annihilated. They were totally dominated. You understand? And I am really surprised. I am surprised. I am confused. I am amazed. You understand? Because on the day, nothing actually worked for Liverpool. Mohamed Salah had a very, very poor day. Szoboszlai, a couple of touches here and there. But on the day, I would say that Liverpool did not resemble the Liverpool that we knew. The Liverpool that beat Real Madrid was not the Liverpool that turned up to play against Man City. And what a player Doku is. Doku just had a field day on the left flank. You understand? Every single player that Doku had faced this season had been enabled to stop him. And look at the effort, look at the curler, into the bottom corner to get a third goal. It is an incredible goal, because if you look at what Doku brings to the Manchester City team, you understand? His directness, his dribbling ability, his ability now. His added goal scoring and creation of chances to his game. Because you remember that when he came to Man City, he had everything. You understand? The dribbling ability, ability to take on players, ability to create chances, but he wasn't scoring goals. You understand? He didn't have the end product to his game. But last season and this season, Doku has come into the game to the extent that against Liverpool today, he was the man of the match. Because he totally manhandled the defensive lineup of Liverpool. Nobody could get near him. Nobody could, take the ball off him. Nimble-footed, ability to take on players, ability to, create spaces, create chances here and there. And I am amazed by, the effort of Doku and the fact that now he's adding an end product to his game. But on the day, I think that Arne Slot was not able to tactically, outfight, tactically, outwit wasn't Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola was just fantastic on the day. The tactical was the orientation on the day was great. Remember that he shifted from his traditional 4-3-3 system to a 4-3-2-1 system, and that this made it possible for the players to understand themselves. And remember, the first 5 minutes, Haaland had a penalty that he missed, but that did not diminish his his responsibility. It did not diminish his confidence. He went on to get a fantastic goal, and then at the end of the day, Liverpool could not withstand and fight Man City toe to toe. At the end of 90 minutes, Man City 3, Liverpool 0. The question that a lot of people are asking is that Liverpool were thought to have the best squad in the EPL this season, because last season they won the EPL, and this season they went into the market and spent close to 350 million, on talent alone. Players coming in on huge monies, on huge transfer fees and huge salaries. But so far we haven't seen their best. So far we haven't seen, the worth of the monies that have been spent on these players. Alongside that, Isak is not firing. Ekitike is not firing. Flowing Vets is not firing. Kerkers as a left back is not firing. So what is the problem? Is it that Arne Slot is not able to gel these players together, or he has gotten the tactics wrong, or maybe the players are not that good, or the players do not have the quality to play in the English Premier League? But even if that is the case, because Alexander Isak has shown in the EPL for Newcastle that he is one of the best strikers in the world. So why is he not firing for Liverpool? Why is Florian Wirtz, last season's best player for Bayer Leverkusen, not playing very well for Liverpool? Why is Kerkers, one of the best left backs in the EPL last season for Bournemouth, not playing well at Liverpool? These are questions that genuinely we have to be asking, because you can last season, these are the players who were the best in the world in their various positions. And that's a year on, they are not functioning at their optimal best. So the question then is it that they are not good enough for the standard of Liverpool? Is it that the tactical orientation that, what's the name, Arne Slot is using is not working? Or is it that the players do not understand what it takes to play for Liverpool? Because you can't tell me that in 9 matches, you have lost 7 and then just beaten Real Madrid and then been beaten by Man City. Just a match after beating Real Madrid, where everybody thought that you were fantastic on the day. Then you go into the match against City, where everybody thought it was going to be a great game. You understand? I mean, end-to-end product, and not even. I mean, Liverpool did not give City a fight. They were steamrolled. They were beaten hands down. You understand? So I on the day tactically, I think that Arne Slot got it wrong. Not necessarily from the tactical aspect, but the way the players are not able currently to respond to his substitutions, are not able to even respond to what he's requiring of them. Because you look at Mo Salah, and Mo Salah is like spent. You understand? Because prior to signing his new contract last season, it was fantastic. I mean, highest goal scorer in the league, and then this season, after signing his contract, he's dead. You understand? I mean, figuratively though, you understand? I mean, he's not performing at the standard that we know of him. You look at the other front three. You look at Gakpo is not performing. Verts is not performing, and then you look at the midfield where Szoboszlai has been great. Today nothing worked. Nothing really worked. But kudos to Man City and kudos to Haaland. Kudos to the man of the match, what's the name? Doku, because on the day, he was just massive. He was electric, and none of the Liverpool players could get near him. This is Beyond the 90 Minutes, where I give you in-depth analysis from across the world when it comes to sports. And today, it was a highlight between Man City and Liverpool.